3, 2, 1. Yes. Welcome to the best webinar you'll ever hear in your life. How's that for a low-level expectation process? Jen and I have been working on this for a long, long time. And in the middle of it, artificial intelligence showed up and changed everything. It literally changed everything. So we're about to give you the change of the change. What do I just share my screen? Is that the easiest way to do this?
Yeah, that's going to be great to share your slides. And let's hear where everyone's from. Where are you joining us from?
Keep your voice on, Jen. Just tell the people to be quiet in the background. Okay, my slides are ready. You want to tell me where people are from? I'll look in the chat. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. Can I see the chat from my screen share? I'm a little dumb.
No, can you hear me, Jeffy?
Yeah.
Okay, we've got Mark from Florence, Arizona, Hillary from Madison, Wisconsin, Jay Freed from North Carolina, Coach Phil from Calgary, Charlotte, Fabi from Charlotte, Sean from Pennsylvania. Look at all this. Wisconsin, Tempe, Dallas, Cleveland, Fort Worth, Richard Greaves from Michigan.
Formerly from Milwaukee. Richard, on a personal note, I just got great news about the library. So we'll be yakking about that in another week or so. It's all good. I can tell you that it's all good. For those of you who don't know, I've been collecting books for the past 50 years in sales and personal development. My library is about 11,000 books strong, and about 6,000 of them are out of date. They're old. They're Albert Hubbards, they're Dale Carnegie's, they're Napoleon Hill's, they're Orison Swett Marden, they're Robert Collier, they're Samuel Smiles, all the founders of information. And soon you'll be able to buy a library card. Will that be cool or what?
Hey, we've got someone here from the Netherlands. Okay, who's here from the furthest away? That's what I want to know. Hey, Marta from the Netherlands. I love that. Awesome.
We will be in England literally the day after tomorrow. Is that cool or what?
Yeah.
Cod, fish and chips. I've been thinking about it for a month. Anyway, my challenge to you is buckle up, because we're about to experience information that 1 minute after you hear this, if you're willing to take a little bit of action, you can begin to turn it into money. And that's the whole deal right now. We're in a very uncertain time, and I'm going to give you the certainty of it before we're done today. And Jen and I will be presenting information to you that's not just mind bending, it's wallet improving. Let me know when we're ready to start. Jenny, we have enough people. Good to go?
Oh, yeah, we've got a ton of people on here. Thank you for being here. Let's do it.
You see my slides full
You are
so
good.
The question, my first question is, what to you, what is artificial intelligence? Because when you think about it, it sounds so innocent. Oh, it's just, somebody creating something in a computer program somewhere. No. It's lethal. It is a lethal weapon. And the question a lot of people are asking me is AI going to take my job? And the answer is, it depends. If you're vulnerable, if you're slack, if you're not any good, AI might very well take your job. But if you own the customer relationship, AI will never take your job, ever. And all it will do, once you master it, is enhance your ability to make more sales to more people. So I want you to, in the chat, I need you to rate your current level of AI competence from 1 to 10. 1 if you're crappy, 10 if you're unbelievably amazing. Just go to the chat right now and put a number in there. Jen's going to rattle off numbers as they come in. Your current level of AI competence. 1 lousy, 10 amazing. Try not to give yourself a 5. You're either a 4 or a 6, and you damn know it.
Okay, here we go. 4, 1, 9, 1, 2, 6, 2, 4, 5, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 2, 5, 2, 4, 0. Ooh, 5, 1, 2. 0 is honest. I like that. 5, 1, 2, 6, 4, 6. 2.1.
So here's the deal. You're going to have to get competent at it. You're going to have to add it to your goals. And you're certainly going to have to put in some time, to invest some time in yourself to be able to get more competent at it by trying it. And before we're done today, we're going to show you exactly how. Whenever I give talks, I concentrate on 3 things. What's now, what's new, and what's next. And you're in luck because we're going to cover all 3 of them today. But I'd like you to take for a moment and define what's now for you. Is it enhancing your job, getting more sales? Is it changing your job? Is it, what are you doing in your career right at this moment that's putting you on the path to what you want to do next? So what's now and what's new? Obviously, AI is new. Maybe even CRM is new to you. We're going to cover both of those today. And what's next is, how do you want to document that? How do you want to master that? And ultimately, how do you want to monetize that? My friend, the great Dan Burrus, says, in times of uncertainty, document what you're certain of. We are living in uncertain times. And it's not just what are you certain of. That's part of it. You can start to write that down or capture the screen, but it's who are you certain of? What are you certain of? Who are you certain of? And what are you certain you can achieve in these times? When you can answer those 3 things with certainty, you've set the ground level for what's now. Now, I want you to go back to the chat for just a minute and answer this question. What is preventing sales from closing sooner? What are the barriers that are in your way? Take a minute and just enter a couple things in there about do people not have the budget? Are you bidding on things? Are you not able to make the calls? Are people not seeing you personally? Are you getting hung up on? Are you still trying to make cold calls like a fool? What are you trying to do? What are the barriers? That's what I want to know. What are the barriers that are affecting your ability right now to earn those dollars?
Changing careers back into sales. Customers are ghosting me. Trust, financing, getting connected with real clients.
Standard things that have been they've been in the mix for the last 50 years. When the customer says, I'm not interested, keep in mind, they're telling you that you are not interesting. So I'm going to challenge you as we go through this. We're not going to blame anybody. We're going to take responsibility for what we do and what we don't do, what we have and what we don't have. If you think the strength of your relationships could speed up your sales, put a 1 in the chat. What's the value of the strength of that person taking your call or calling you back, or you responding to them in a 30-second period of time to let them know that they're top of mind to you? These are things that are going to affect the way that you live. You have to know that you're a 1 with relationships. Let me get real. We are not in the middle of a crisis. You may think you're in the middle of a crisis, but we are not. Look around your town, look around your city, look around your metropolitan area. You're in the middle of the biggest opportunity of a lifetime. If you have 1 crane in your city, Charlotte, there's 30 cranes. Buildings are going up like crazy. Your job is to make sure that your customers love you. That's your main job. Don't worry about a recession. Don't worry about the economy. Worry about your customers loving you. And you have the opportunity to learn about yourself, the opportunity to learn new sales skills, and the opportunity to learn how to help other people. These are your biggest opportunities right now in times of uncertainty. And so I'm going to go back to my question. What are you certain of? Are you certain that you can build friendships? Are you certain you can build relationships? Are you certain your customers are going to return your call? Are you certain of value that you can provide? Are you certain that your creative ideas are going to work? I'm certain about my sales skills, very certain about them. Are you that certain? And if not, that's what our Gitomer certification will do. We've already run 4 classes of Gitomer certification as a kind of a test or trial. The results have been absolutely unbelievable because not only do we deal with all the nuances, but we have an entire process called assertive selling that will help you jump to the top of the class. If you don't have the same certainty that I do, then our certification program will help you get there. But your first step is my skill-based sales assessment, normally $99, but you're going to get it free. Just stay till the end of this webinar. Is that cool? So you're going to get a 20-page report on how good you are or how good you're not 5 seconds after you finish taking the test or the assessment. 30 questions, all about you, all about your skill set, and the answers will absolutely blow your doors off. Oh, and by the way, did I mention it's free? Just stay till the end. Okay. As Martin Luther King said, as Winston Churchill said, now is the time. And now is the time for them, but I believe now is your time. So I'm going to talk about making sales right now because I believe that making sales is going to get to be just a little bit harder. You're going to experience a little bit of a downturn in the economy. It's slowing down just a little bit, but nobody knows how much. Nobody knows anything. You can listen to the biggest economists in the world. They don't know jack. But if you're stuck in worry zone, you're actually manifesting whatever it is that you're worrying about. So you have to put your mind on sale, not on, oh, the sky's going to fall. So if you're focused and your thoughts and actions are focused on creating an outcome, the outcome that you want, then you will manifest that outcome. Sales is not about selling. Sales is about outcome. What happens after the customer takes ownership? What happens after the customer buys? Your outcome will affect and determine your income. Snap that slide and put it up on your wall. So the first thing you need to do is document what you believe are your core competencies as a salesperson. I'm going to give you some of them. As I go through these, jot down your own. Cool? You're going to help customers win. That's a core competency. You're going to teach your customers to profit. Notice how you've not said close the sale. You're going to offer your best value. You're going to deliver what you promise. You're going to be accessible. You're going to be a resource to something beyond your product. You're going to be friendly and likable. All things being equal, people want to do business with their friends. All things being not quite so equal, people still want to do business with their friends. You're going to be 10-second responsive. You're going to find them referrals. You're going to be grateful and thankful for everything that happens to you, good or bad. And you and your customers are going to make an agreement that there are no surprises. If someone orders something from you and you don't have it in stock, you're going to tell them in advance, not make it a surprise. Got that slide? Very important. So the meat of this webinar is there are 3.5 things that you can do specifically to sharpen your sales skills right now and use artificial intelligence to get out of worry mode and get into earning mode. Here's how. Well, I have a sales process hack to double your sales. This is a pretty interesting one. Double the amount of time you spend in front of people that can say yes to you. I can't make it any easier than that. You can document how many minutes or how many hours you are in front of sales decision makers, actual decision makers. And I'm telling you right now, you'll double your sales if you double that time. Just that simple. But you have to ask strategic questions that build relationships and create trust. You have to document the answers so that you can remember them. You have to see, if you document, it clears your mind for ideas and for the next steps in the sales cycle. Documenting prevents forgetting. The great Harvey Mackay says agreements prevent disagreements. And the more you document in your CRM, the easier it's going to be for you to be able to win. So on a scale of 1 to 5, because we're now back in 5 zone, 1's the worst, 5 is the best. How well do you document customer details? While they're happening, not at the end of a day, how well do you document customer details as they are occurring to you? I want to see these numbers. 1 is the worst, 5 is the best. 1 is the worst, 5 is the best for documenting customer details. What do we got, Jenny?
Okay, so we've got Don, the idea guy. Hello at 5. Sandy at 5. Randall. Hello. 4. We've got 5, 4, 3, 4, 3.5. I know what their favorite color is, says Sandy. We've got them all ranging. 3.6, 3.5, 3.9.
Understand that if you're not a 5, you're going to lose to someone who is. So I'm going to turn over to Jen for a minute. Here's how we use our tech to make it easier and faster and error-free to document every single detail.
Yeah, so as you can see here, this is a screenshot from one of the applications that we use. And we have added, it's Pipedrive, it's a CRM. You can go to gitomer.com/CRM to get our access.
In the
And
chat.
okay, I'll pop it in there in just a second. And here's the really cool thing. We have added specific details that you can see on the left that we always ask about. So like Sandy might ask their favorite color, right? We're asking, and that's great to know that because you want to center things. Maybe you send them cards with their favorite color or whatever. We're asking, where did you grow up? And then things that will help build the relationship whenever they mention them, even if it's something off the cuff, we're taking notes. So here's Bill. He has 2 kids. He grew up in Madison. One's 12, one's 16. His wife is his high school sweetheart. He went to Madison, Wisconsin. He's a Green Bay Packers fan. We have shared values in that we both love the Packers and we love our family. We value our family. Business, he's been in the industry for 5 years, just went out on his own. So you see the level of detail that I'm collecting. When you're doubling your time in front of people who can say yes to you, I don't know how you could possibly double your memory, right? Your memory is your memory. And so it doesn't make sense to try to remember all of those details in your head. And that's why we document them in a CRM. And the only CRM that we recommend is gitomer.com/CRM, which is Pipedrive.
It's also inexpensive, and we also offer a deal. If you want to double your sales, you have to keep track of the details, and not some of them, all of them. And what that requires is you can't go home at night drinking your beer, watching Netflix, and try to remember what 3 people said to you today. No bueno. You do it as this is occurring. And you tell the customer, do you mind if I take notes so I don't forget anything? They'll love the fact that you're taking notes. If you want to become a resource, or if you want to become a trusted advisor, or if you want to become a friend, you have to keep track of the details. You have no choice. If you make a promise, or if you send a proposal, or if you're trying to uncover a buying motive, you have to keep track of the details. Details rhymes with sales. I'm going to keep the details so I can make more sales. Make a poem out of that. The devil is not in the details. The sale is in the details. And once you recognize that and you begin to take advantage of that, you now have the fundamental strategy to move forward. We can give you all the AI information in the world. If you don't have any details, you're toast. So now it's a combination of you, your details, and AI. Any questions on that? Put them in the chat and we'll answer them when we're done. Here's where to go for details. Go to Gitomer.com/CRM. Yes, it's self-serving, but it's what we use. We'd be lost without this program. It's not hard to do. I've programmed it myself. It's so simple to use and access, and it keeps information right in front of you. You don't need to go switching screens, and we've already been through all that crap. This is easy and it's fun. And it doesn't make you accountable to your manager, by the way. It makes you responsible to yourself. Now that we've got details under control, let's go to strategy 2 that says offer ideas that the customer perceives to be valuable. In 1908, Orison Swett Marden said, "The world makes way for the man with an idea." It was way before women got involved. So I'll say the world makes way for the man or the woman with an idea. But this means you have to have an idea. And your marketing department doesn't give you ideas, they just give you slides. So pay attention, and taking notes and offering ideas on what matters to your prospective customer is where the sale is. Paying attention, documenting the detail, offering ideas on what matters to your prospective customer, that's where the sale is. Interestingly, the ideas are the most critical and least used step in the relationship building process. Jenny, talk about it for a second.
Yeah. So as you can see here, and these are some things to pay attention to, we found out that Bill has been in the industry for 5 years and he just went out on his own. He's trying to build a reputation on quality, not price. So let me show you how I would use AI. Well, actually, first, let me show you how your competition is probably using AI to think about value. Okay, here's the thing. A lot of people have trouble coming up with value-based ideas. So let me share my screen, and it's going to stop yours, so that's okay.
Want me to stop sharing?
Yeah,
Can
sure.
I stop?
Yep.
I'll stop.
Okay, great. So here is how your competition likely uses AI. Okay, this is ChatGPT. And in ChatGPT, if you're not familiar with it, you can sign up for an account. It tracks stuff and it remembers who you are through each chat. Okay, so I just wrote ideas for a builder. If you're a builder looking for ideas, here's some suggestions. This doesn't really help me create a value-based idea for Bill, the builder I'm trying to sell lumber to. So instead, what I've done is I've created a new prompt that I'm going to put in here. And I wrote, "Hi, I'm Jen. I'm in sales. I sell lumber to builders. I'm meeting with a prospect named Bill who's looking to buy lumber to build the interior and exterior of a house." This is how Gitomer trained salespeople are using ChatGPT and other AI programs to deepen the connection, deepen the relationship, and get more sales. So here, Bill and I connected on the following points. Bill's been in the industry for 5 years. He just started his own business. Please give me some unique and creative ideas to help him grow his business.
And keep in mind, hold on, keep in mind, you could not have this without the detail of that sales conversation.
Correct. That's why.
You're taking.
Yeah, 100%. And even if you get that detail, remembering it is going to be so difficult, especially if you're doubling your time in front of people who can say yes to you. Okay. And yes, you can do it in an Excel spreadsheet or you can do it in a Word document. It's not the same as having a program like a CRM like we use to move the sale forward. I'll explain that soon. But look at what they gave me. Offer customized lumber packages, partner with architects and designers, show high. These are great ideas. So if I'm trying to get Bill's business, I could talk to him about, hey, Bill, let's organize a Meet the Builder event. I don't just want to be your lumber supplier. I want to be your true partner. So I'd love to help you organize a Meet the Builder event in these two communities where I have connections. And now I'm so much more than just a salesperson.
Let me
Okay.
give you some word nuance. When I talk to customers, I want to say, I'm your profit partner. And that way they get the idea that they want to make a profit and they're looking for people that will help them get there. I'm not going to be a vendor. I'm going to be a profit partner. And oftentimes that means they'll pay a little bit more for it, but they'll make more of a profit. Anybody who's in business, who owns their own business, doesn't want to save money. They want to make a profit. Keep that in mind as you're trying to make a sale. I'm going to go back to screen share.
Yeah, go for it, Jeffrey.
You
You can see your whole screen, including your text messages.
Jen. Doing the best I can, honey. There we go. This is how we supercharge it. Jen has given you that detail. If you walk into a sales call with info about you and your offer, they consider you a salesperson. If you walk in with ideas and answers about them and for them, that's when they start to consider you a resource. And if you do it enough, you go from resource to trusted advisor. It's all centered around the word idea. You have to have specific questions and follow through actions, and you have to document every single thing every time that you get their answers. The more you have answers from them, the easier it's going to be for you to succeed. And your follow through actions are about building value, and sales are about documenting outcomes every time. What happens after the lumber gets delivered? What happens after the work crew shows up and everything's in perfect place? All the things that happen after that sale determine profitability, relationship, and becoming a trusted advisor. Now let's go to the heat of this. Strategy 3, using artificial intelligence to develop a follow-through strategy that actually works. Hint, it's not follow-up, it's follow-through. This is, to me, AI has created this amazing time to make a shift in your sales mindset. Follow up is about the sale. Follow through is about the sale and the relationship. It's what happens after the customer takes ownership. And AI makes it easier. The challenge is you cannot sound like a robot. In other words, you can't use what AI gives you. You have to modify it to your own process and to the customer.
Yeah, it's
So I'm going to give you
interesting.
some strategies.
Oh, sorry.
Jenny's going to give you some strategies that you can implement immediately to your business and your sales process. Take it away, Jen.
Yeah, someone said in the chat, AI equals artificial ideas. And so just going off of what Jeffrey just said about not being a robot, yeah, I mean, anyone could search these things and get these ideas. It's on you to take them and make them your own. It's on you to use this as a base. This is not copy and paste. This is think, okay? This is have good inputs that are going to lead to better outputs. And I think someone actually said that in the chat as well. Yes, Jeffrey.
I'm going to throw something at you. If you pray that your competition uses whatever AI gives them without modifying it, and you'll beat them every time. Go, Jenny.
Okay, so we're going to go back to Bill because I like using, the same example. And I'm going to ask ChatGPT to help me create a follow-up email. Because how many times have you been in a position where you've had the sale, where you've had the meeting, but you need to send a follow-up email and you're like, I just don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. So here's what we're going to do. Let me share my screen here. Okay. Hi, I'm Jen. I'm in sales. I sell lumber to builders. I just met with a prospect named Bill who's looking to buy lumber to build the interior and exterior of a house. Please create a follow-up email. Boom. To me, this is going to be a little generic. Okay. It's not the most emotionally engaging letter. It doesn't feel like we've connected. It's a little robotic. Okay. So what that means is I didn't give it enough detail to actually give me something of use. This is a starting point, but it doesn't mean it's a great starting point. This is how your competition is beginning to use AI. Okay. But as a Gittimer salesperson, we use AI differently. We use AI with details that we've documented in our CRM. So now let me pop in there another note. Don't worry, I pre-wrote it. Okay, here we go. Hi, I'm Jen. I'm in sales. I sell lumber to builders. I just met with a prospect named Bill. He's looking to buy lumber. We connected on these points. He's been in the okay. I'm now telling it exactly what I want and giving it details so it can make a better letter. Okay, let's see what happens. And look how fast this is. First of all, let's compare the subjects. Excited to help you with your lumber needs for your upcoming project. That's what anyone could say. Great connection and excited to support your high quality home building goals. So my AI knows he cares about high quality. He's already put that in the subject. Now look at this. I hope you're doing well. It was a pleasure meeting you and discussing your lumber needs. Not often I get to meet a fellow Madison native, alumnus, Packers fan. It's great to connect with someone who shares the same value and passion. All of a sudden, this is personal, right? We've connected emotionally, and now I'm following up in a personal way. Okay, I wanted to follow up on the proposal I shared with you. Now, I would actually never say that, but that's why you use your brains, okay? That's why you use your brains. I do like this. Here are some highlights from the proposal. They have no idea what was in my proposal. So what could you do? You could copy and paste your proposal in there if you wanted and say, use my proposal to create this follow-up email. Okay, I'd be happy to discuss. I'm looking forward. And then look at this. It's made it personal. So it's a much better base. And that's how you can use AI to quickly give yourself a base so that you can follow up. Back to you, Jeffrey.
I think it's incredible, Jen. And the combination of CRM with detail and using AI, using any kind of AI, you can use ChatGPT, but there's 1,000 programs that will do the same thing. You have to decide which is best for you. We're just using chat because it's the most obvious one. But I'm telling you right now, this is a game changer. When you can make this customized and personalized, buddy, you're gonna win. That's all I'm telling you.
Idea Guy says you can also try adding this to your prompt. Be friendly and use humor. And you can train it to understand your voice. You can record your call with your prospect. Transcribe it. So I like to use otter.ai, OTTER.ai, and transcribe it, and then upload your conversation to ChatGPT and say, hey, speaker number 2 or whatever is me, is my voice. Use my voice to create this follow-up email.
So I'm going to recap it briefly. Artificial intelligence is based on YI and YE. Your information, your input, your intelligence, and your experience. Do not think that AI is an answer. Look at it as a tool. You are the answer. And strategy 3.5, we would not be doing a webinar without a 0.5. is it's not 31 apples at the end of the month. It's an apple a day, a sale a day, getting good at using Pipedrive every day, using an AI prompt every day. These are the real secrets of mastery. And I promise you, you do these things for 90 days. Number one, you'll be making sales along the way. And number two, you'll be getting to mastery after 90 days. You'll know it. Our secret, get a coach, someone that's going to help you land sales and stay ahead of your competition using the power of CRM and AI. You think we don't have coaches? We have plenty of coaches, and coaches that are helping us in every single way, whether it's writing coaches, launching a book, using AI. It's how I live. I'm a student. I've been a student so far for 77 years. Well, maybe 76. I probably couldn't do anything in the first year, but you get the idea. Your coach has to have the same experience that you're looking to master and monetize. And that's why we've decided to do this. We have the experience that will help you master and monetize what you're trying to do. So if you join our program, you're in luck. It's only $497 a month. And here's where you go to get it. Gittimertraining.com/coach. Couldn't be any simpler than that. But every month you're going to get an amazing program that will move you further towards competence, excellence, and then mastery. Competence, excellence, mastery. These are some of the topics you're going to learn that you're not going to find anyplace else on the planet. Giving value first, becoming a trusted advisor, how to use ideas to win sales, how to master the assertive selling process, how to use the power of AI to connect emotionally, and not just closing more sales, but earning more referrals. Gittimertraining.com/coach. You got it so far? Giving you plenty of time to play there. We're going to be your coaches. We're not going to like, well, this is somebody from our team. No, it's me and Jen. And that way you're assured that you're going to get the most timely information, not just of what to do, but what we do. I send out at least $100,000 proposal a day to somebody to do this process. Just saying, you're going to learn the nuances of that as well. Did I mention gittimertraining.com/coach? Yes, I did. We also add to this program, no additional cost, 3 days of training in Charlotte or at the beach, included in the $497 a month. So you get 3 days with other salespeople on fire, other people literally on fire. You get to hang out with them for 3 days. You get to hang out with us for 3 days. And all you have to do is go here and register. Did I mention that? Yeah. And please don't forget to go to Gittimer.com/CRM.
And I put all the links in the chat.
Okay, good. This is what's going to happen. You're going to wake up and know exactly what to do. You're going to know which sales you need to work on and how to get to the next level. You're going to know which relationships you need to build on. And the reason is you can see all the important things in one place with Pipedrive. You'll have the AI tools to guide you to that sale as well. Be certain that you understand that it's not simply a coaching program. It's a coaching plus action program. It's a coaching plus artificial intelligence program that will lead you to major victory. And all you have to do is decide you want to invest a few bucks in yourself. Not that big of a deal. And when you do what we do, you get immediate sales strategies. You implement valuable sales answers, and you're going to get ideas that favor the customer. This is where you win. This is how you win. And as I started this whole process by saying, now is the time. You got to know every detail. You got to know how you can help. You have to have an idea or two. You have to meet face to face if possible, virtual if you have to. You're going to brainstorm ideas with that customer and with us. You're going to find out and document their issues and concerns that will help you move forward and never forget anything, so that you, when in that conversation, when you're in the next conversation, you'll be blown away by how much you remembered. In times of uncertainty, document what you're certain of. Document the details. Oh, and you might want to join our coaching program. So let's go to questions, if you don't mind. Yeah, you know you're going to get the free program, the free assessment. You've stayed till the end. And let's wait a few more questions. Jenny, you read them out.
Yes. So the first question is, AI. Well, we have a note from Randall. AI is a tool and application of the tool is still about preparation and practice. Perfect practice makes perfect. JG and JG, this has always been your philosophy. Thanks. Very cool. Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you, Randall.
Okay, so let's see. Mirko says AI makes payments easier. I don't know a specific AI for payments. However, I did a quick Google search and there already are results, artificial intelligence for payments. And there's an AI for payment processing with predictive analysis and other machine learning types of stuff. So there's thousands of AI apps and programs out there, and every single day a new one or two or three or five or 10 come to the market. And so if you've ever experienced some sort of problem or challenge or opportunity, and you want to see how AI can be used for it, just search, because there's lots out there.
There's 1,500 AI programs right now. There'll be 10,000 in the next 2 years. Be aware. Be aware.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Marco, you can ask ChatGPT to write you an email sequence for payment follow-up. Yeah, Don, the idea guy, that's a great idea. Or for failed, I think what you're referring to is for failed payments. What to do, what the email sequence could look like when there is a failed payment. That would be a great way to ask.
ChatGPT will give you information. You have to turn it into your own answer. Got it? If you don't put your intellect into it, if you don't put your information into it, you will lose to someone that does. Other questions, Jenny?
Well, the stream is a little delayed, so I'm just waiting on questions to come through. One of the things I wondered about when I started using AI was, well, is there a better, what's the best way? And the thing that I've come to realize is you want to create avatars. So you want to have in your notes, you want to have it listed who you are, so that you're not, reminding it every single time or forgetting to remind it who you are, what your voice is. You want to define yourself in some way. And then you want to have an avatar for your client, or if you have different kinds of clients, what kinds of clients they are. And you want to be able to copy and paste that as well. So have that in your notes so that you can always pop that in. And then asking it the prompts, whatever you ask it, be really clear and pretend you're talking to someone whose first language is not yours, so that you can be super detailed and clear when you're asking for information. We have a question here. How does ChatGPT get to know your personality, you as an author? So interestingly, they actually know Jeffrey, because it's based on years of internet search.
They
Not
go to
current
Mother Google,
search.
they go to the internet.
Yeah, it's not current because it's not technically connected to the internet right now, but it has back data in there. So you could say, using Jeffrey Gitomer's voice or writing style, and it knows how to deliver a message based on his writing style. I will tell you, I don't think it's very accurate, and I know Jeffrey very well. So I think if I gave something that I told him was written in his voice based on ChatGPT, he would rewrite it. However,
Oh, yeah.
However, it will get smarter and it will get better, and it should learn your voice, right? Don't use someone else's voice, use your own voice. Dan says, waiting is no longer an option. Jump on the AE now or lose. Yeah, it's interesting. Like, I think about it like social media, right? 10 years ago, you thought social media, not you, but many people thought social media was an option. And now it's no longer an option, it's an imperative. And I don't think it's going to take 10 years for ChatGPT to become an imperative.
No,
I think
2
it's an
years at the most.
Yeah, I think it's an imperative now. I mean, we have VAs, and if our VAs are not using ChatGPT or any sort of AI to speed up their work for video editing or podcast editing or whatever it may be, like I don't want to work with them because they're wasting
Right.
time. Right.
Right.
There, I put my podcast recording in there the other day, and I said, hey, what would you edit out of this podcast? And it literally told me section 2 to 2 minutes into 240, we would edit this out because it sounds like you made a mistake, like not made a mistake, but like repeated what you said. And then they wanted to edit something out that it was a friendly conversation with someone, and they wanted to edit it out because they felt like it didn't go along with the business talk of the episode. I kept it in because I thought it added to the emotion and the connection with me and the list and the guest. But here's the thing, right? I didn't have to listen to an hour episode to determine what to cut and what not to cut. It gave me ideas, and boom, 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 I cut 10 minutes out, and it was a much more succinct episode. You can do that with your writing. You can do that with really anything that you're working on. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. Paradise Chevrolet Fleet and Commercial Vehicles says, will there be a link to the session this morning to rewatch? Yes, there will be a limited time replay, and it will be up. It's the same page that you're on now. It's already there, and it will be there for at least until next week. So yes. And then
Hold on, one more, Jen, let me make a statement on that. Car salespeople are asking for information. This is a first. In the 100 years of car salespeople that I know, they've all already known everything. So if you're looking to see if this is valuable or not, a car sales guy wants more info. What could be more telling than that? Keep going, Jen. And thank you wherever you're from.
Can you pop it in the link here in the chat here if you just signed up for Pipe Drive for Gitomer.com/CRM? I want to know who signed up for that, because we're going to invite you to a Get Started session with me and a mini course on using Pipe Drive, as long as you use our link to sign up. And it's a free trial, so make sure you get that, Gitomer.com/CRM, or use the link that I popped above, and let us know here, or email helpme@Gitomer.com to let us know that you've signed up and your email address, because they won't tell us. So that, oh, awesome. Go Jay Freed. Email us with your info, because I don't know it. Email helpme@Gitomer.com and let us know, and we'll get you enrolled in that free mini course and also in a free Get Started session with me. All right, Sandy says, you're a great team. I have been a fan of Jeffrey's for 20 plus years. Oh, very cool.
Thank you.
Very cool. Sandy, hopefully we'll see you in the coaching program, Gitomertraining.com/coach, because we get to work really closely with people in that program. And it's a game changer for people. And the fact that we're including the live certification event in the $497 monthly fee, I think is a phenomenal deal. It's a phenomenal deal.
So your success as a diehard or as a sales professional for the next month is dependent upon how well you prepare this month. You have to start to get to mastery one step at a time. So as a thanks, staying till the end, we're going to email you a copy of my skills-based assessment. If you chimed in for anything, you'll get it. If you've just been here, you'll get it. We have all of your email addresses. We'll make certain that you're on that list. And I think it's very important to thank you for being our customer today, because you have no idea how appreciative we are of you and what you do and how we can help you. So on behalf of my wife, the great Jen Gittimer, Penny,
Yes.
I'm going to challenge you that all things being equal, people want to do business with their friends. All things being not quite so equal, people still want to do business with their friends. Go make more friends and document the details of what got you there. And I promise you, your wallet will be way more full than it is right now. Cheers until next time, and thank you.
Awesome. That was fun, Jeffrey. We have, just before I end the stream, Joseph says, Jen and Jeffrey always provide the best value and really care for people's success. Great to see you both. We're getting lots of thank yous here. Awesome show. Love you both. All the positive energy and encouragement is great. I love how you continue to challenge us to be our best. So cool. So cool. Now, Paul is asking, Jeffrey, are you still an Arsenal fan?
Yes, I'll
And
be going to the match Friday night.
we'll be there next Friday. Oh, yeah. All right. So thank you guys for being here. I'm going to end it now. Make sure you sign up, and we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.